Welcome to another episode of GitHub Copilot. GitHub Actions is the automation framework available in GitHub platform. We will be able to automate most of our day-to-day activities using GitHub Actions. Moreover, GitHub Actions are used for the CI/CD of our applications. Even for the security scanning, we use Actions. It is important to understand why a particular GitHub action is failed. What will be the fix for that? Which all steps under an action is succeeded and which one is failed? What kind of errors it's created? Whether any issues already exist as part of this failure or not. So let us take the help of GitHub Copilot to understand all aspects of a failed GitHub Actions workflow. Here we have a CodeQL workflow which is failed, and CodeQL is nothing but the GitHub Advanced Security Setup. Let us take the help of GitHub Copilot to understand why this action is failed. So start with, tell me why this job failed. So we are taking the help of Copilot to understand why this particular job is failed. It came with the detailed reasons. There is a error indicating welcome label control is not defined or not accessible in login. There is one page, it is not accessible. And there is an additional warning, unexpected input of config file path. So two of them, one error and one warning, that caused the failure of this particular workflow. So let me ask again Copilot, suggest a fix for this error. So let me see how GitHub Copilot will be able to fix my workflow errors. Here it's actually the workflow failure is related to a code issue in login.aspx and also obviously a workflow issue as a warning here. So as you can observe here, the Copilot came up with a solution. Ensure welcome label control exists, that is in the login. There is a welcome label entry needs to be there. And in the designer file, define this welcome label as the global one that referred back to the control we defined in the SPX page. And rebuild the project, and the code behind is direct setting of the data. So these are the steps suggested by Copilot for fixing this one. Once you implement this solution, the workflow error will be fixed. So let us see one more workflow failure. Here we have another workflow where the build itself is failed. So it's not proceeded by deployment or rollback steps. So build step itself failed. So let us take the help of Copilot to understand why this job failed. So here there is a error in accessing the GitHub package. Yes, cr.io is nothing but we are going to access the GitHub container registry, which is denied. That's the issue. So let me ask Copilot, suggest a fix for this error. It's going to suggest a fix for this error. So the previous one, it's a code level issue where it's not able to, or duplicated welcome message were there. In this, there is an access issue came, and let us see how Copilot is suggesting a fix. The finding is listed here. There is an access issue with this particular one where we pass the Docker login with a password which is not allowed here. The suggested solution is verifying the GitHub secrets configuration, check the credentials and update the workflow file. These are the few things we need to take care, and an update of workflow file will fix the error in this particular workflow. In the previous case, it's an error in the code level, and Copilot is able to identify that and suggest a fix for the code level, even though we are dealing with a workflow file. Let me ask Copilot to analyze the job logs and list the steps succeeded. So obviously one job may contain a number of different steps. Here I am asking Copilot to list. Anyway, it's failed, but which all steps may be passed before failing. Compilation of various source files completed. Assembly reference. There are 2 steps completed successfully and the third one is failed. So 3 steps were there, or maybe more steps, but 2 of them passed and the third one is failed. That's the details it's came up with. So let me ask Copilot, check if there are any related issues or discussions for this error. So sometimes this error may be logged by someone else or related issue is excess. So let me, before I am logging a issue, I want to understand whether a corresponding issue or discussion is already there. Then just linking that will help us. So here it's saying I couldn't find any related issues. There is no related issues as of now for this error. So I can go ahead and create an issue. In the help of Copilot to capture the complete issue aspect. It will not create it. So I am asking capture the error message from the job log and add a fix if any. Also reference, I need to add a reference to this workflow run. So in case the developer who is working needs to have a look on this log files or run details, let us add that one also. So it needs to create a complete issue details with the job log information and suggest a fix, whatever the fix Copilot provided, and also add a reference. So the title is build failed, welcome level does not exist in the current context. This is the title, and the description, build failed due to the error. You can see this, the error log error reported, and it includes the login files, the line number and all details are there, and the reference is added. We asked for a reference adding, so clicking on this will open directly this run area, and the suggested fix. Ensure that welcome level correctly defined. So if I want a detailed suggested fix, I can ask revise the above issue details with detailed steps for the suggested fix. So again rephrasing it, I don't need one liner, I need more details for the developer to quickly fix this issue. Taking the help of Copilot to come up with the detailed fix. Here you can see the title is defined, description is provided, suggested fix is when do a step-by-step instruction, identification, adding the missing control, checking the code behind, rebuild the one, and also going to a reference to this workflow run. Again, would you like to proceed by creating this issue in the repository? Copilot will not be able to create directly the issue, but if I say yes, create the issue with above details, this will provide the new issue details link only, and the developer can go ahead and create a new issue based on all these details. So you can see that I cannot create directly the issue by the API because there is no permission provided for Copilot to create the issue. Instead, it's suggesting to us to create the issue using these details. Copilot captured all the information, including the title, description, the solution for this workflow error. This is how Copilot can help you identify the job failures, the corresponding issues, and what will be the fix. Also, it can analyze the complete job and come up with the completed steps, which steps are succeeded and which one is failed. Moreover, it can look at the issues and discussions and identify whether this issue or the corresponding error is logged or not. In case it's not logged, Copilot will be able to create the complete structure of the issue, which helps the developer to quickly log the issue and fix the job failures. Thank you.